Hello Flosstube, my name is Jani and this is an attempt to make a stitch with me with a chatelaine without a stand, just a chatelaine stitched in hand. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And I will try to stitch a little. As I told you in my last video, my plan for Stitch Mania this year, it's a monogamous Stitch Mania, monogamia, something like that. So I am stitching in my misty morning vineyard, and my plan is to stitch on this beauty all the month of May, and make a significant progress. Yeah. So I've been stitching all week and I'm really happy with all my progress. I have to redo this back stitch and this also, and now I finished this corner, which I love, and I'm working my way through these columns with the roses and the specialty stitches, which I also love. And I almost finished this column. I will be working on this one, and we'll be stitching the black work here and here, and continue with this. I am really happy and really enjoy every part. It has been an easy process. Of course, I'm making some mistakes and changing a few things here and there, and how do you say, fudge it a little, but so far very happy. Yesterday I lost my scissors. I don't know where I put them. Perhaps I placed them in a different project bag. I don't know, but I mean, I have a couple of scissors. Well, not a couple, a few. So I just took another pair, but yeah, I was, now I'm working with this one. This is a scissor fob that a lovely lady gave to me in the retreat last year. So cute. And so those are my scissors for now, but I got those other one and I don't know where I put them. The mystery of the lost scissors. And I have like 20 pairs. But there are always some scissors that are like our favorite. So yeah, I'm probably will find them in another bag. And I am, as I told you, I'm stitching Misty Morning Vineyard by Chatelaine. You can get this pattern at Chatelaine that DE. Well, I put the name here, and I will put the link for the chart in the description box. In the Chatelaine site, you can get all the designs, the Chatelaine designs, as PDF files. So it's better to get them as PDF, because you can enlarge certain sections. And also I love to have my PDF, because I read the file from my iPad or even the phone, and it's easy that way. So yeah, you can get the pattern in the Chatelaine site. And for the materials, you can, you can of course put together your kit with conversion of the materials. You can use DMC or Anchor flosses, or any kind of flosses that you want. But if you want to get the kit with the silks and the delicas and the Swarovski crystals, you can order these kits from European Cross Stitch, and they sell the kits with all the materials, minus the chart. But you can get the chart at Martina's website. So yeah, and also you can put together your kit with the silks and everything. There are a lot of places where they sell the delicas and the crystals and everything, but it's a little easy and a little cheaper to get the kit from European Cross Stitch. And I don't know if you have the chance to get one of those kits, but they are beautiful. It's like a little Christmas gift when you receive one of those kits. They are expensive, of course, because those are silks and crystals, and I can put my thread through my needle. But yeah, it's a little luxury item, I guess. But yeah, they're so pretty. And if you have the opportunity and you want to get a Chatelaine kit, it's beautiful. It's an adventure. And yeah, So I've been working on this, on Misty, and I'm just need to, well, just need to finish the design, but just need to complete the flowers and the garden around the design. And it's not really that hard. The stitching the peacocks was a little harder because there are stitch 1/1. I did it on 10th stitch, so I don't know if the instructions ask you for 10th stitch, or you can, you know, stitch the full cross, but I decided just 10th stitch, and I actually stitch 2/1, 2 threads over 1, and yeah, they're really pretty, and you know, with all the metallics and the specialty stitches, really pretty. So those are really time consuming, but I finished all 4 of them. So yeah, the flowers are, you know, a walk in the park, as you might say. So another reason why to keep stitching on this beauty. And I was thinking, in the in case I finish this someday, I want to continue, you know, stitching another of my chatelaines. Perhaps White Knight of St. Petersburg, because as this one is really I have a lot of progress on that. So we'll see. And how has been your stitch mania? I've been watching some of the videos, and all of the projects, and how you make a lot of plans, and you know, you work on a lot of projects, and it's really exciting. And it's great because you have the opportunity of see a lot of projects that many of you have, and with all the materials and the fabrics and the flosses. So it's great, even though you just put, you know, a few stitches in each of them, you have the opportunity of see the design. This part is stitched with Caron water lilies. The color is 36, and it's a really pretty silk. Many of those silks, of these silks in particular, are very similar. I mean, the variegation, it's very subtle, and some of the shades of one silk is very similar to another shade of another silk, so you don't really see a lot of change in the areas. I don't know if I make any sense. For example, here there are like 1, 2, 3, 4 different silks, and they are very similar. So, but overall you start to see the differences. For example, here the colors are very, very similar between one and another, but overall the design, start to change. So yeah, and besides, it's great to play with different silks, and I'm guessing I'm going to have a lot of remaining thread, because I mean, I don't have a lot to stitch, and I have a lot of of silks and materials left. So yeah, I guess I could be doing something else with all these silks, because the kits that European Cross Stitch they sent full skein of each silk. So if you just use a minimal amount of thread, you ended up with a lot of material, of remaining material. But you can start your own silk stash. So yeah, I have finished two chatelaines, two and two little ones, and I have a lot of silks, but I haven't used them in any other project, because I usually don't stitch in small projects. I wish I could work in more small ones, but I have talked about this in other videos. I feel like a kind of wasting my time when I stitch in small projects. I know you don't waste your time, but it's the way I feel. Like I need to be doing larger projects, mirabilias or samplers or chatelaines. And if I could work in small projects, I guess I'd be finish more things, but I guess that's not the goal. The goal is enjoy the process and the projects. So I love to work on my larger projects. And I mean, larger projects are more like medium one, because mirabilias are not really that large. Or I'm not talking about heaven and earth projects, which are really, really big. So yeah, I guess I stitch medium projects, and I love them. Oops. Let me see. And have you been watching Game of Thrones? Yes, of course. Yeah. It's so exciting. And it's almost done. It's almost finished. Just 3 more episodes. And it's been so entertainment, so fun, and so intense, but we love it. We watch it with all my family and my kids and everyone, and yeah, we are doing like a little party at Sunday nights, and when we watch the episode, and we bring pizza and popcorns and yeah, finish this column. Oh, I miss some colors. Let me see here. These floating leaves need to be attached to this other one. Pay attention, pay attention. In this column I make a lot of mistakes, but I'm guessing they are, just random flowers, so they don't really have to be in a exact point, so not biggie. So I don't suffer a lot. Look, here is what I'm telling you about the different silks. This leaf here is one color, and this one are another color of silks, and they are really similar. So I mean, I see the point because you can play with all your silks, but it's more like a whimsical stitch. And for example, if you want to make a DMC conversion, these two are very similar, so you will have to pick one main color for one and one main color for the other one. And for example, here where the variegation it's a little strong or no noticeable, I mean, if you substitute this with just DMC, you have to choose one of the colors, so it's not going to be the change are not going to be so subtle, but nevertheless it's going to be beautiful in DMC. So let's continue with this column here. Yeah, I want to finish this to stitch the black, the back stitch between these two columns and the back stitch here. I really want to do that. And today is May 4th, the Star Wars Day. I'm not a big Star Wars fan. I mean, I enjoy the movies and the characters and everything, but I'm not such a good, a good fan. I'm more like a light fan. I'm more a Harry Potter fan. I remember when I start reading the Harry Potter. Oops, I made a mistake. The Harry Potter books. I start to read them because I learn about the books through the groups in internet, through the cross stitch groups, because they start to talk about this new series, not series, this new book, Harry Potter. And we talk about cross stitch, and of course, and projects and designs and everything. But we have the forums and the groups before the Facebook group and everything, and they start to talk about. We have the general conversation forum, and they start to talk about this new book that was so exciting and so great, and it was Harry Potter. So I order in English the book, and because they first got it in English, or we got it first, of course, in English, the book, and after a few months you can get it in Spanish. But at the very first Harry Potter book, I ordered to Barnes and Noble. I ordered my copy, and I remember that I start read the book, and it was so exciting, and I read the book in one night. And oh my God, I love it so much. And of course everybody start talking about the book also here in Mexico and everywhere. but yeah, it was really, really fun, because I learned about Harry Potter through one of the cross stitch forums. And after that, the books, they almost were released in English and in other language almost at the same time. Of course, the more famous they get, it was all this world phenomenon. So you have all the books at the same time, and was really exciting to get your books and to read them, and to talk about them. But yeah, I got my first I have the first books in English, and then I got all of them in Spanish. But yeah, the first one I got my copies in English. So yeah, I did my nails today, so very very ad hoc with my project. So I was in the nail salon and asking for more blingy things and color, and I feeling like a little girl, when you play with the stuff. And yeah, I remember when I was really young that we have these little like kits for doing your nails, and very girly one, and you put like stickers, and you then watch your hand and they were removed. but I feel like that, like put it more sparkly things. I feel like a little girl again. So yeah. And then if I got tired, I change again in a few weeks. So, but I like to feel playful with the nails. So that's it. I hope you have enjoyed these little minutes. And I will see you in my next video, hopefully with a lot more progress with this beautiful design. Let me show you the central part. I remember that in this design Martin offer a kind of embellishment like picot for the center, but I choose to do it with the beading parts and the original or the regular design. So yeah, this was really the grapes were really fun to do. The green leaves, they don't really show a lot, but there are like subtle and pretty. I remember that I put these crystals. They are not in the original design. I think I changed that, not quite sure. But yeah, working on this. I'm really happy. So oops, I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.